These are the men in charge of running the U.S. military, ultimately responsible for carrying out the president's orders, now defending the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
It was heroic. It was historic.
Choosing to focus on the fact that they say 124,000 people were evacuated in a hostile environment. But that leaves out the questions. How could the intelligence be so wrong about the strength of the Taliban? Why was it such a chaotic situation? Why weren't they able to get out all Americans and the tens of thousands of Afghans they pledged to help during a disorderly evacuation that saw 175 people killed, including 13 U.S. service members, from a suicide attack near the airport? That, they said, are questions for later.
And I'd also say that no operation is ever perfect. I will tell you that we will do what we always do, and that is to look at ourselves and do after-action reviews, and we want to make sure that we learn every lesson that can be learned from this experience.
They may be questioning themselves in private, but allies are doing it publicly.
In my view, we do not need another such geopolitical event to grasp that the EU must strive for greater decision-making autonomy and greater capacity for action in the world.
But this appearance was less about reassuring allies than their own troops. The emotion of this moment made clear by the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
This is tough stuff. War is hard. It's vicious, it's brutal, it's unforgiving. And yes, we all have pain and anger. And when we see what has unfolded over the last 20 years and over the last 20 days, that creates pain and anger.
The mission now is to try and contain the political fallout and figure out what went wrong, while trying to reassure the troops that 20 years of war were worth it, even though they left the Taliban back in control, using their equipment and celebrating what they say was the total defeat of the United States. Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.